am Kayleigh Atkinson, your Mrs Galalxy UK 2019, and this is my interview with the Pageant project.
Hi everyone, it's Adrian from the Pageant project coming to you. This is probably the earliest interview I've ever done. It's 8 a.m. Friday, my time. I'm here with Kayleigh Atkinson, who is Mrs Galalxy UK 2019. Kayleigh, good morning, or what time is it for you? You said it's 11 p.m.
Yeah, it's definitely good night. I should be doing this in my pajamas, it's that late.
I'm assuming what you're wearing now is in your pajamas. You don't go to bed in your sash and your crown, do you?
No, well, there is an iconic photo where everyone has that winning moment where they go to bed in their sash and crown.
This one? Like this, isn't it? And then...
Yeah, mine's not that glamorous. When I compared mine to the last Mrs Galalxy UK, Ruth, last year, mine looks nothing like hers.
What did you do?
She does it. Well, I tried it, but when...
And?
I was in my Barbie pyjamas. I didn't look the best.
Well, look, it doesn't matter. I mean, you got the crown on your head, so who cares what you look like? All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let everyone know who's watching, because a lot of you watching, if you have any questions for Kayleigh, put them in the comments below. I'll pass them on to her. If you have any messages of support, I'm sure she'd appreciate that as well. Kayleigh, when are you leaving? I know a couple of people are leaving in a couple of days. When are you going over?
Yes, so I am heading off on Saturday morning. I'm actually judging a pageant on Saturday en route to the airport. So I'm staying over Saturday night, judging a pageant, and then going to the airport hotel on Sunday.
Okay, so this sounds like you have lots of spare time. So
never.
Manic. I mean, all you pageant queens are manic at the best of times. Let's start with the easy, obvious question. So can you tell us about your pageant experience? Because I've interviewed people who've this is their very first experience and they happen to win a Galaxy title, up to people who've been competing, in Beth's case, for like probably 12, 13 years. So what's your pageant experience been like?
So it's a little bit random. Okay. I think it went back to 2012 when I don't know how I stumbled across Galaxy, but I did. And I rocked up on the day and thought that I could do a pageant. So I literally just turned up that morning, paid me money to enter Galaxy, and what a shock it was. I didn't realise the world that pageants was. It was just crazy. I think I was probably a bit scared then, and that was it. That was done. Now I was finished at that point. And then I kind of went on a little bit of a journey of myself. Mm-hmm. And I've kind of mentioned this to you before in my video, and that was a self-discovery journey, really. That started with me feeling like I needed to lose weight, and all my life I've been a little bit bigger. And when I finally got there, I realised I wasn't happy, and I didn't really know how to deal with that, because my whole life, like literally from being tiny, I wanted to lose weight. So getting there, losing weight and not being happy was a massive shock. And pageants kind of cropped back up in my head, and I thought, I wonder what it would be like to really give this another go and to try and connect with other people that might be feeling something similar. So 2 years ago, I re-entered Galaxy, and I still wasn't fully convinced that I knew who I was as a person. And that I wasn't fully convinced that I was happy. So I worked on myself for that year, and then I re-entered again this year and won.
Right. So that's a fascinating journey. Where would you say that you are on your journey at the moment? Have you more fully? I guess no one ever ends their journey, do they? But do you feel like
Yeah,
you've much more accepted, you're happier with who you are at the moment?
absolutely. I think for me, I was so focused on
Mm,
changing to be happy that I was forgetting everything that I'd already got, that I already have, and who I am as a person. I've always been known as bubbly. And in my head, that always meant that I was a bit of the life and soul of the party, but I always felt that that meant that I was big as well. So I kind of had
bubbly.
negative connotations with that word, and it was so hard to get my head around. And when I lost my weight, I lost that spark. I lost me as a person. It's so hard and strange
Mm,
to talk about because I'd just gone. I was just not there. So finding that person again, who I am again now, has been really hard, but definitely the best experiences of my life. And
mm.
I've definitely got Pageants to thank for that. So yeah, at the moment, I'm happy in myself, and wanting to inspire others really to do the same.
That's an amazing story. If there is someone who's watching this either live or watches it back on the replay, and let's say for whatever reason they also feel they need to lose weight, what advice would you have for them? Not just how to do it, but also maybe the emotional side of it, because it's very much an emotional journey. It's not just a physical journey.
Absolutely, yes. So I have for years been a member of Weight Watchers, so now
Hmm.
WW. And for me, that plan is very much about being the best version of yourself. It doesn't just focus on healthy eating, it doesn't just focus on counting calories or points. It focuses very much on mindset. And Weight Watchers, as far as I'm aware, is one of the only plans where you can set your own weight goal. It doesn't have to be in with a certain
Right.
range. So we are very focused on BMI in the UK. And a turning point for me was when I'd lost 5 stone with Weight Watchers. Thought I was feeling quite good at that point, and I went to the doctors to still be told that I was overweight.
Oh, wow.
Now, if I look back at photos, I definitely wasn't overweight to look at. In fact, my husband used to say, "You look like you've got a lollipop head," because I was so slim here and I just had this head. Um, and it wasn't healthy. And for them to say that, well, you're still overweight, I needed to lose another 2 stone, was just crazy. And I think everyone's version of healthy is so different, but
Absolutely.
it's got to come your own version of healthy. And I definitely wasn't healthy at that point, and I know that I'm healthier now.
Can you just,
If
sorry, Kayleigh, stone, do you know
no,
how much in kilos or pounds a stone is? Because I'm trying to work it out and I don't know. I've never known stone.
okay, so I lost 52 pounds, and there is
But, mm,
2.2 pounds per
yeah, so that's
kilogram.
about 20 kilos. So that's a sizable loss.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. So my advice to people out there, and always has been over my recent Galaxy journey, is to figure out why you want to lose
Mm,
weight. What is the motivation for that weight loss? Because for me in the beginning, it was to make other people happy, not myself.
right.
And if that's the reason, then really question that as to why. Obviously, there's the health implications, and you've got to think about them as well. But primarily, make sure that your own health comes first, and your own mental health as well.
Absolutely. I'm just going to go to the comments for a second. So, okay, so we've got a couple of questions. So Lizzie Kelly Wilkinson has asked, who is your role
Oh,
model?
oh, hello, Kelly. um, who is my role model? That is a really hard question for me because I really want myself to be a role
Mm,
model, my own role model. And that's what I've worked on all of this time, is perfecting, not perfecting because no one's perfect, but making myself the better version of me that I can be. So I've always reflected on me as I've grown and developed. Um, Cliche maybe, but my mum She's a massive support. From day one, she's always said, "You're beautiful, don't listen to anyone." You think, yeah, but you're my mum, you're supposed to tell me that. So my mum is just incredible. She's a fantastic person and definitely is one of my role models for sure. I also love Sarah Pritchard. She was Mrs Galalxy 2 years ago, one of the first Curve Galaxy winners. And she is absolutely incredible in every way and was definitely one of my Galaxy inspirations to get back into pageants.
Leah Jane Sweeney has asked, how do you feel knowing that you're inspiring young girls like myself?
Oh, this is where I'm going to get tearful. So,
go for it.
Lead up to Galaxy, and honestly, I don't think I've cried as much.
Happy tears or sad tears?
Oh, honestly, a couple of people have been messaging me over the last couple of days, and prior to this interview, I think I've voice noted 4 people and cried on them all. So they know who they are if they're watching. I find it really overwhelming, and that for me is the crown that I wanted, knowing that I'm changing the way people view themselves and I'm inspiring people to find their best selves. For me as a winner, that is just the cherry on the cake. It's the absolute, it's the best thing I could have ever wished for, really. And one of the only things that I really wanted to make sure I achieved from this is that people can relate to me. I'm sending all the right messages out there, and I'm giving you that power to be that super person yourself. So thank you, Leah.
Jade Hall has asked, what are you most excited for at internationals?
Swimwear round.
I love it.
Definitely swimwear round. And obviously meeting all of the amazing contestants, not just the Mrs. contestants, but everyone. I just feel like we're going to have the best time. But swimwear round for me is going to be amazing because I think that'll help me connect with the people out there that are supporting me for the things that I do. So I think that'll be a really empowering round for me.
Right. Sorry, I'm just going through the comments. Kayleigh, Tom Mills had said, you're an inspiration, an amazing person. Hope you had fun doing Messy for Mind.
Oh.
Rachel Lee Loftus has said, what are you most excited for in America? So we've already discussed the swimwear round. I'm going to go through all this because I know you can't see it. Rachel has also said, Rachel Lee Loftus, do you realize how many girls you have inspired? You are such an inspiration to girls, with 2 hearts and 2 crowns afterwards.
Rachel's not allowed to say that because I've just cried on her voice note.
well, feel free to cry again if you want to. Be real. Demi Johnson has said, you are incredible. Kerry Duff has asked, what is the most important piece of advice you give to your followers?
Oh, come on, girls. You know this one. It's absolutely be yourself. No matter what that is, just embrace it because everybody's different and society is changing. There's definitely a shift in not only society, but pageantry as a whole is definitely changing. And we as a generation are making them waves happen. Yeah. So embrace it now while you can, because us pageant girls now are the future. We are what are shaping the future of pageantry. So go for it.
Okay, so Lizzie, there are a lot of messages here, a lot of comments here, Kayleigh. I'm just getting a bit lost. Lizzie Kelly Wilkinson has said, can't think of a queen that deserves that crown in Orlando more. You're an absolute inspiration to so many girls / women. Lauren Parkinson, bless Lauren Parkinson. Why did you choose Galaxy?
I chose Galaxy mainly because of its ethos, and that is that everyone is inclusive. And that just sums up my journey, is that I found it hard to include myself. And so for a system to embrace that and to try and help me learn as a person is just been incredible, and it has changed my life. It's just an amazing system.
Yeah, that must be really powerful given the journey you've been on to find a system that, and everything you've said, to find a system that actually appreciates you for you, That must be an amazing feeling. So Rebecca Jane Everson has also asked, why did you choose a Galaxy system? So we covered that. Demi Johnson has asked, what tips would you give to a newcomer to the Galaxy system?
Again, just be yourself. Look at our gorgeous Ms Galalxy UK, Rebecca. Never done a pageant before and absolutely smashed it on the UK stage. You've just got to be yourself. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There is no pageant criteria. There is no pageant girl look in Galaxy, and that's why Galaxy is amazing. So if you're wanting to embrace yourself and be you, Galaxy is perfect for that.
Okay, so Lizzie Kelly Wilkinson has said, OMG, I am crying.
Don't, you'll set me off.
Leo Wright has said, Emily, can't wait to see you again. She's super excited. Sadie Hughes has said, can't wait to meet you in a few days. Kerry Duff has said, we love you, Kayleigh, and you have been such a support and given amazing advice to my girls. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, with 2 little X's. Brian it's going down. Brian Burridge has said, everyone has the right to be themselves, with an X. And April Richardson has asked, what's your favourite thing about the Galaxy system?
So my favourite thing about the Galaxy system is, aside from its ethos, is the family orientation of it. It's that in pageantry, that is something very special that the Galaxy system has created in itself. That family-orientated nature is just amazing, and the support you get from the Galaxy contestants, queens, past queens, current queens, internationally is just incredible and is second to none.
I just thought of a question and I don't know the answer to this. I'm sure you can help me. Who's the director of Galaxy over in the UK?
She's called Holly Perry.
Okay, so I'm going to come back to the questions in a sec. Guys, I will get to them. I just wanted to ask Kayleigh, so I didn't get a chance to ask you this because you've been swamped by questions, which we'll get to. But can you tell us a little bit about your life outside of pageantry, what you do in your day-to-day life?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am a registered children's nurse. So I went straight from school into college and university and knew that I wanted to be a children's nurse. When I did my degree for sick children's nursing, I worked on the wards for a couple of years and decided that I really wanted to get into the mental health side of children's nursing. So I kind of retrained to do mental health, and that linked in really nicely with all of my mindfulness stuff about learning to be myself and figuring that stuff out. I am a nurse prescriber now as well. So I assess, diagnose and prescribe for children. And aside from that, I have built a body confidence and motivation program that I do separate from work, and I deliver to all of my local schools, primary and secondary. So I do a little bit of that. Aside from sort of my work side of things, I am very family and friend orientated. So my house is always full of people. I hate being alone. It's just not me. Anyone that wants to come round at any time, I'm there messaging. So very big on family and friends. I've got a little dog who is wandering around the kitchen, wanting to be up, and I won't let her. So I like to go out with her and my husband, who is another massive support, and just chill out as much as I can, which I'm not doing a lot of at the moment.
I was going to say, after everything you just listed, I don't think chilling out is particularly high on your list of priorities, but that's another pageant girl thing. Not all of you are crazy. None of you have free time.
No, absolutely not. One of the other things that I'm particularly passionate about, and I don't talk about a lot in pageantry because I generally, it's something that I love doing in day-to-day life. It's something that I'm really passionate about, and that's the Northeast Homeless Network. So Brian, hi Brian, who had commented on the feed earlier, he is the founder of the charity, and he is the most incredible man ever. The stuff that he does for his family, and not only that, but our street friends weekly, week in, week out, year after year. He runs 3 outreaches a week, supporting anywhere between 80 to 150 street friends each day, providing hot food, cold food, clothing, sleeping bags. So I do try and volunteer for them as much as I can and fund that. They're my chosen charity this year because they absolutely solely run on fundraising. So that is something else that I'd love to get involved in.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm going to go back to the comments because you're getting a lot of them, and I don't want you to miss any of them. So here we go. Jennifer Michaela has said, "You inspired me so much, Kayleigh. ... Love you so much."
Love you.
Leah Jane Sweeney has asked, "What will you do if you win at International? You're going to be amazing." So what will you do if you win at International? Apart from crying, I imagine.
Yeah, probably just cry. So if I win at International, generally I want to continue doing what I'm doing anyway, because it's kind of built into my life a little bit. Having that international title just gives you that little bit of an extra push in terms of your platform. It gives you that little bit more of a voice. So hopefully, if I was to win, it would just be to increase the platform of everything that I'm already doing. So particularly around body confidence, I'd love to get my program out there in the UK, not just the North East. And I would love to continue fundraising for the North East Homeless Charity. That would be my absolute goal. I'd like to get on GMTV too and challenge the negativity of pageantry. That is one of my aims in the next 12 months.
Is the negativity in pageantry a big thing in the UK?
I think it probably is, to be fair. People think it's very toddlers and tiaras. They just, I don't think the profile of pageantry is out there. I don't think people really get it. It's not something, you would write on your CV or talk in a job interview about, or, some young people daren't even tell their friends because of fear of bullying in the UK. So it's quite significant stigma with pageantry.
Okay, sounds similar to what we're going through in Australia then. So that's a shame, but hopefully we can keep it growing. Danielle Latimer has said, "Can't wait to cheer you on in person in Florida. Go UK."
Oh, thank you.
Sadie Hughes has asked, she said, "Miss Tennessee Galaxy here is so inspired by you." So you've inspired someone in Tennessee. Don't start crying just yet.
I know.
Lauren Parkinson has asked, "Why do you feel Mrs. and Ms. pageants are relevant in the pageant world?"
That's a good question. I like it.
Well, Lauren's competed in a few pageants herself, so I'm sure she's heard a few good questions.
For me, the Ms. and Mrs. Generally stereotyped as the older group that are more mature, have kind of got their stuff together in life, and they're the older, mature kind of age category that maybe you wouldn't associate pageantry with. And that's changing in society as well. That's not really the case. I'm 27. I got married at 25. I've been with my husband since I was 16. I feel like I've got a lot to give in terms of still speaking from experience, but still speaking as a young woman. So I think from that point of view, I've got a lot to give as a missus in pageantry to inspire younger girls, men and women, in that respect as well. So we've got a lot to give.
I like that answer because 27, believe me, is not old by any stretch of the imagination. Rachel Lee Loftus has asked, "What is your favourite thing about being a pageant girl UK queen?"
People like you, Rachel. So all of the support that you get, it's absolutely incredible. And people say it all the time, thank you all to all my supporters, but without you, you don't know that you're validated, or you don't know that you're doing a good job. It's because of the fans, because of the supporters, because of all your pageant friends that you know that you're doing something good. So that's my best.
Sarah Louise Belshaw has said, Kayleigh inspired my little sister in pageantry, and Kelsey loves her so much. Brian Burridge has waved at you.
Hi.
Lizzie Kelly Wilkinson has said, amazing, Brian, well done. So obviously heard your story about what Brian's doing. Brian Burridge has also then given you 3 hearts. And Kirsty Sheldon has said, love you, Kayleigh, such an amazing, such an inspirational, genuine person. Can't wait to watch your journey in Florida, with 2 little X's.
Thank you.
Okay, so guys watching, if you have any more questions for Kayleigh, put them in the comments below, because I'm going to get Kayleigh to go through the final 10 questions in a second. If you just want to leave comments there and make her cry, then go for that. That's okay too. Be the first person I've made cry on an interview, but happy tears is good. Sad tears, not so good. Kayleigh, just before we go to the final 10 questions, for social media, for people to follow your journey, I've got your Instagram handle underneath your video, so at Mrs Galalxy UK. And then are there any other platforms where you get people to follow you, Facebook, etc.?
Yeah, my Facebook and my Instagram. My Instagram's the same, Mrs Galalxy UK, and I post on both, so both would be great to follow.
Perfect. Okay, so guys, I'm going through to the final 10 questions. If you have any more questions, because I can see a lot of you watching, leave them below. Otherwise, and remembering that what time is it for you now? It's like almost midnight.
It's 11:30.
So we don't want to keep Kayleigh too long, because she told me she hasn't packed. So maybe at some point you should do that.
They're secrets.
Okay, here we go. Final 10 questions. Number 1.
Okay.
What is your favorite word?
Food. Am I allowed to say that?
You can say whatever you want. There are F words that you can't say. Food is not one of them.
I mean, I love food. Biscoff is my favourite.
What is your favourite?
Biscoff.
What is that?
Oh, it's the best. Lotus. No, do you know what that is?
You mean
lotus?
The root? Lotus root?
No.
Okay, we're having a cultural misunderstanding here. You're just going to tell me what this is.
It's like, in England, you get it with coffee, and it's a little biscuit on the side, and it's called a Lotus Biscoff biscuit. But you can get it in anything, like a spread, which I just eat out the jar, ice cream, and anything, biscuits, cheesecake. Oh,
Okay.
I need to send you a club.
I'll go over to the UK just to sample some of that. Okay, question 2. What is your least favourite word?
Homelessness.
Question 3. What turns you on?
Laughter. I'm definitely someone that needs a lot of laughter.
What turns you off?
Negativity. For people that can't see the good in things or can't see the way around stuff.
Question 5. What sound or noise do you love?
Probably laughter again, because that makes me really happy. And I know that if other people are laughing, I'm doing something good. And if I'm laughing, I'm feeling good. Baby giggling is really nice as well. I love to hear a baby laugh.
Question 6. What sound or noise do you hate?
People passing wind. It's not good.
Do you hear that particularly often? Here in Australia, we're not really supposed to do that.
Basis. Of course I do.
Okay. In Australia, we just call it farting. I mean, I imagine you have that word in the UK too.
Well, I didn't know if I was allowed to say that word, so I kept it good.
Okay, all right. You're allowed to say farting. There are other F words that you can't say.
Okay.
Question 7. If you could have any one superpower, what would you pick and why?
Does it have to be a superpower that kind of exists?
Nope.
Well,
You can make it up.
even though superpowers don't exist, so that was a bit of a stupid question.
Well, no, I mean, you can make yours up completely. It doesn't have to be like a superhero that we know.
Okay. I would like to give people almost like give people confidence. So I give people hope that things are going to be better. So particularly when I do my motivational speaking or my Weight Watchers classes, people will come and feel really down about things, or that they don't look a certain way, or they want things to change, they're feeling sad about something, and I want to give them that positivity. So whatever that would be, I want to give them happiness.
Got it. Perfect. Okay, question 8. What job or occupation other than your own would you most like to attempt?
A food tester.
A food tester or a food critic?
Food tester. Particularly in the Biscoff factory.
You realise you only need to test it once and say it's okay or not. You don't have to test it multiple times.
Every jar.
Every jar. God. So every jar will have like a fingerprint in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so question 9. What job or occupation other than your own would you definitely not like to attempt?
Them people that have to strap you in when you do like skydives or bungee jumps.
Because it's too stressful if you get it wrong?
Yeah, can you imagine if anything happened?
I can't imagine. Like, oops.
It wouldn't be good.
No, that's to put it mildly. Oops, my bad. Sorry, I'll give you a free one next time. Final question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Let's have a party.
I'm sure there'd be plenty of food there as well with your favourite. I still don't know what this is. I'm going to have to look this up afterwards. I'm very confused.
Take a look it up. It's the best.
Okay, because I can tell you all the Australian girls are going to inflict Vegemite on you, which is definitely not my sort of food.
I've heard this. It doesn't sound good.
Because it's not. Let's just put it out there. It's just awful. Don't eat it. Like, really, not.
It's got the word veggie in.
Oh, it's not even that. It's a yeast extract, and it's incredibly salty, and it's brown. It looks like something that came out of a diaper, let's be honest. Okay, I'm just going to go through the final questions. Sorry, I just got to scroll up because you're getting so many. Okay. So guys, final chance to put questions in. I'll pass them on to Kayleigh, but I do want to let her go because otherwise she'll never pack. Leah Wright has asked, what advice would you give the junior girls for internationals?
I think the juniors have a big role to play in the society, because they are the girls who are going to shape their future in terms of next generation. So for me, it's definitely be mindful of, your social media platforms and be the amazing person that you are. Again, I don't really think the advice changes in terms of be you, because you are amazing, and the sooner you get that message, the easier that is when you get older.
Absolutely. Danielle Latimer has asked, what are you most looking forward to in Florida aside from the pageant?
I'm staying for 3 weeks. So all of Disney, Universal, Harry Potter Land. I can't wait. My mum and dad are coming out, and obviously my husband as well, so it's going to be...
Wow, you're going to have an amazing time. Okay, Sarah Louise Belshaw has said good luck from Kelsey Belshaw.
Thank you.
Julia Wanell has said Biscoff is the best. Need to try Biscoff ice cream. Okay.
Yes.
Well, it can't be worse than Vegemite, so I'm going to look this up as soon as we're done. Lauren Parkinson has asked Galaxy question. Well, she said Galaxy questions are difficult. I remember my question being about Hugh Hefner and how he influenced women in today's society. That would have been an awkward question, Lauren. Hugh Hefner, who's passed recently, I think. Julie Winnell has said, I'm off downstairs to get a tub of Biscoff now. So, what is it? What is it? A tub? It's not ice cream, though.
Yeah, chocolate spread.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
But a Biscoff flavoured version.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. All right, I'm going to have to look this up.
It originated.
Okay, all right. And then someone has replied to Julie's getting her tub of Biscoff. OMG, what did you say? Leah Jane Sweeney is laughing about Biscoff. Danielle Latimer has said it's basically Marmite here in the UK. Yeah, she's right. Vegemite and Marmite are basically the same thing, and they are the same levels of absolute terribleness. Vegemite's
I love Marmite.
Just the Australian version. People say you have it with butter, but the thing is that you have so much butter, anything's going to taste good. Leah Jane Sweeney, final one, has said, I wish you the best in Orlando. Go and smash it with 2 love hearts.
Thank you.
So, before I let you go to pack, to sleep, or to indulge in a tub of Biscoff, as one of your friends is doing, any final shout-outs or thanks that you want to give to people?
Yeah, I definitely want to say thank you to Tom Mills, who has commented and is watching. He is campaigning for Minds, that's a mental health charity. And when he said, did you have fun doing the Messy Mind Challenge? That was where he kindly sent me some goo and I had to tip this pink gunge all over my head. So that was lovely to raise awareness for mental health. Big shout out to... It was awful. And
you're giving a shout out to him. Thanks for making me pour goo over myself.
A big shout out to all of my supporters, my family, my friends. Definitely, without you, where would I be? And to our amazing directors. So Holly in the UK for having Galaxy in the UK, and Maria for making the magic happen. And I'm just so excited for Orlando now.
Perfect. Okay. Final ones. Danielle Latimer has said go Kayleigh with 4 UK flags afterwards. Ruby Hill has said love you Kales with 3 smiley faces with lots of hearts. And Rebecca Jane Everson has said I poured the goo over her.
She did.
You're good
and
friend.
She enjoyed it, I could tell.
You're a good friend, Rebecca. What would we do without you? Okay, well look, Kayleigh, thank you so much for your time and best of luck.
Thank you.
Over in the States. It's been fun getting to know you, and I'm sure you're going to infect everyone with your bubbly personality. And are you going to take Biscoff over? Because I really feel that you should now that we've talked about it.
I feel like I should now, yeah. I definitely will.
People are going to be disappointed if you don't turn up with tubs of Biscoff. Don't worry about any of your costumes or anything. Just load your suitcase up with tubs of Biscoff. You'll win people's choice. Okay.
Can you imagine just chilling around poolside glam with a tub of Biscoff and a spoon?
I totally can. Like post-pageant, I can imagine that with like either a cocktail or a glass of champagne as well. So Biscoff in one hand, champagne in another, around the pool. I really can imagine that.
It's the life.
Well, the weather's going to be better than what you get in the UK, so take advantage of it for those 3 weeks before you head back. Kayleigh, I'm just going to keep you for a second after I hang up with the audience, but I want to thank everyone for watching, and we'll speak to you again soon. Hey, it's Adrian. Thanks so much for listening to our podcast. Make sure to subscribe to get details of our new episodes as they drop, and connect with us on social at The Pageant Project. Speak to you next.